welcome to this week's Confident Club Cuppa.
Hey up! What chapter are on, girls?
Oh, chapter number, 26.
26.
Oh, not quite halfway through. Another favourite subject of ours that we talk about a lot. Don't transform your language. This is the quote to avoid. Handle them carefully, for words have more power than atom bombs. Pearl Strachan heard, whoever she was. So, you've written this, but I'm going to ask you the question.
Okay.
I've got a question for you.
Yes.
Do you talk to yourself? You know, that little voice inside your head. Can you imagine if you talked out loud to your family and friends how you talk to yourself? Do you think you'd have any?
Yeah. So it says that the voice inside your head. Actually, its location might not be inside your head. Some people go, it's on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Right. But wherever it is, that
Yeah.
negative. Now, this is a massive topic. Everybody talks about this.
Yeah.
Just because everybody talks about it and you might be aware of it, doesn't mean it's not really valuable. Because again, I don't think most people pay any attention to it on a conscious level, what they're saying to themselves. So the point is, unless you possess spinning head, green vomit, that kind of thing, you do talk to yourself. They reckon every 20 seconds maybe. So just start to notice on a typical day, or if you're on our workshop, or you're doing something outside your comfort zone, what you're saying to yourself, and is it helpful, is it hindering, is it putting you into a really resourceful state, an unresourceful state, right? Because most of the stuff we talk to ourselves is garbage, right?
And we've done it for years and years.
Years, right? Now again, if we look to the elites, it gets many name checks because I've learned so much from him. My pal Leon Taylor said from being quite young when he first got into like competitive sports, so he started as a swimmer, then a gymnast, natural combination similes, throwing himself off a 10-metre platform, high diving, right? Yeah. And he said from the early days, when he was quite young, his coach said to him, Leon, do you talk to yourself? And he was quite a little boy really, and he went, yeah. And he said, have you noticed what you're saying? And he said, here's a rule of thumb for you, Leon. Notice what you're saying to yourself. And ask yourself, if somebody came up to me and said that to my face, would I be upset or angry or offended? So never say anything to yourself inside your own head if somebody else said it to you.
Isn't that a brilliant thing to learn when you're 9 or 10 or whatever?
But how many of us do that? Because the garbage, and we hear people say this, like you say, not just inside the head, but like people are prepared to say to themselves, right? So difference between a peak performer or a happy person or a fulfilled person, or whatever word you want to pick, is say that person, the person's not feeling really confident, and we talk about confidence, right? Confident club. Going into that meeting, say, or they're about to press, open the camera and open the mic on Teams or Zoom, and in a little weedy voice they're going, you never know, this might go quite well, they might like me, it might be quite good. By the way, if you say it out loud, you've no chance, right? Because you're talking to yourself like that in that lousy way, it throws you into a really negative state, right? Whereas a peak performer, especially in the most challenging situations, they're like noticing what they're saying, and they're saying things like, this is going to be so easy. Yeah. They're going to like this. I'm going to have a good time, especially if it's really challenging. I'm as ready as I can be under the circumstances. Usain Bolt.
We love him, yeah.
Love Usain Bolt, right? He understands, we talked in the previous couple about physiology. So at the start of the 100 metres final, I well remember particularly London Olympics 2012, everybody else is like this. He appears to be just being buggering about, right? It's like he sees himself on camera on the big screen, he's like that. Right? Seconds before the start gun's going off, takes his kit off, he fist bumps this other guy, right? Because he understands the importance of physy, which is how you can change that film, but focus. Question for you.
Yes.
Is Usain Bolt on the start line when he goes down in those blocks and it's moments before the Olympic final, something he's been training for 4 years, right? This is it. This is over in less than 10 seconds and he's either going to win or he's not. Is he saying, you never know, I might win?
I greatly doubt it.
No, it's not. So why are we, right? You get to choose, as I said, unless you possess spinning head, green vomit, fair dues. You get to choose what you say. You can only say one thing in your head at a time. So choose what you're going to say. What would be some more positive mantras to have? Yeah. I've just used one. Under the circumstances, I'm as ready as I can be. Again, for one of those people who don't know, I've run 3 marathons. Candy, my wife, not real name.
There's not many people out there don't know that.
But again, at the start of the race, I said to Candy, trust the training is a better thing to say than, oh my God, I might hit the wall. Just notice what you say. So you might have a series of mantras you can say that help you. You might just notice what you're saying and say, what can I change that to?
You put in here as well.
Yeah.
Right. We on the workshop we talk a lot about self-esteem, table tennis or.
Yeah.
The Brits are good at this, batting it back. We say last week we kept saying to people, stop batting it back.
Yeah.
So, but the other thing you've put here, and I love this, remember, if you argue for your own limitations, they are yours to own.
Yeah, I think it's a cultural thing. I think we like to, so that we give up responsibility for our own performance, we make excuses by going, but here's something I'm crap at. Right, so table tennis or even real tennis, you know, you go, hey, guess what? I've got a lousy memory. I'm rubbish at presentations. Ding, 15 love. Other people, you think you're rubbish. My memory's like a sieve. It's worse than yours. 15 all right. Here's something else I'm crap at. I'm really lousy timekeeper. Right, 30 love. You're a lousy What is this, right? Low self-esteem tennis, right? So it starts inside your head. What you're doing, what you're focusing on, what you're saying.
Right, so this last bit of advice then, right? Action not to take. Don't adopt this guideline that you promise. This is a bit like Leon said.
Yeah.
Don't adopt this guideline that you promise never to say anything inside your head to yourself that if someone came up to you and said the same thing to your face, you'd be mortally offended.
Yeah, brilliant tip.
Brilliant.
Right. So just stop and notice what you're saying to yourself right now.
Good. Give us a wave. Bye.